Hey, so here I have my sketchbook, and it's almost done except for the fact that I have these tabs, as you can see, which mark the pages that I've abandoned. So I figured in this video I would do them. Let's get this ball rolling. Alright, what's up? It's voiceover Julia here. So this is the first spread that I was doing. It's actually one of like the first spreads in my sketchbook, which also in the video, by the way. I'm not going to be showing the final spreads, because I'll be doing a sketchbook tour soon enough, so keep your eye out for that. Anyways, so here we have like some collaging just from like I think it was like a pamphlet thing, and yeah, and because they're really cute and I had this nautical theme going on. However, what I could not resist was drawing a bloopy. I know, they're not nautical themed, you know, I've got like this fish thing, I got like a salmon label on the other page, you know, I've got some dolphins, and here I am drawing a bloopy. My excuse is that, hey, it's blue if it's in the color scheme, but I've been way too into, you know, Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, all those, and I also have Ocarina of Time now, for the DS, and me and my mum have both been playing that, so I love it. And here I'm just drawing this dingus looking fish, to be honest. He's so silly looking, but I really like him. Yeah, I don't know. But for the most part, I just use like my color erase pencils, and then you also saw me briefly whip out the Mon Amis, just to finish up the bloopy because I felt it looked a little bit unfinished. So here I am, sticking these down. But yeah, so yeah, and that's the date that I did this page on, so yeah, I'm kind of outing myself for how long it's taken me to post these. And then I just added some washi paint, like accents, I guess, and then also went and added some further kind of like, just like I'd put that scrapbook in like a watercolor thingy-majig, and then also added some stars and like a border because I think it helps like way finish the page. If you want my tips on how to finish pages, make them look more refined, go check out that one video I have on my channel. Anyways, here it wasn't necessarily the need to finish the spread, it was more just some of the faces were atrocious and they were really bothering me. So I went ahead and fixed them. Look, to be honest, all these faces kind of really annoy me in some way or not. It was clearly a bad art day, but some of them were like absolutely atrocious, and I want to fix that. Now here I go to stick some of these notes that I had throughout, like that accumulated throughout the year from my studies, and I have another page that's similar to this, and I really liked how that one turned out, so I went and dug up some more. And yeah, so I collaged this, and I was gonna put sketches on top of it, but I do that later in the video because I ended up feeling like not really. I didn't feel like I wasn't in like a sketching mood for some proper grey lead type things, you know. So yeah, I also got pretty lazy, so I ended up just scratching the sticky notes where they were at, and then ripping them, because that was a lazy thing, just cutting them in place. And as you can see, there's a lot more blank ones in this one because you know, we're kind of running out. So I ended up like towards the end like writing some like fake notes and stuff, just because I wanted to look like full and proper sketchbook. This one this spread didn't turn out as well as the other one, and I think it's just because I had less notes. So a lot more plain stuff was going on here. Now with this next chaotic spread, I just wanted it to be really colourful and stuff, so I had some like scrap like wrapping paper and stuff, so I stuck that there. I also, reason why those like Sanrio look really clunky is because they were from one of those like surprise balls, so they were spherical shaped, so that's why they look so crinkly. Anyways, here I am drawing the Master Sword, admittedly a little bit stubby since I was trying to fit it on that tiny slither of sticky note, but I like how it turned out overall, apart from its stupid shape. Then I also went and drew some like Jacob's ladders, I think is what they're called. I don't know, I wasn't using a reference to be honest, so just my Animal Crossing New Leaf knowledge, trying to remember what the plant looks like. And then I also went ahead and drew a pile of like Koroks, which I think are cute. So yeah, they're silly looking. They look yeah, they look silly, but what Koroks don't look silly, honestly. It's also really fun being part of the Tears of the Kingdom like subreddit and just like seeing all the like Korok torture devices. They're a good time, but I never want to waste my Zonai devices on them when I play, so yeah. And since I seem to be perpetually on a Tears of the Kingdom / Breath of the Wild like craving, I went ahead and drew the goddess statue. I dripped her all out there. First I'm using some weird like cardboard cuttings as like a border and sticking them down, but glue was not nearly enough to hold them, so I ended up using like scraps of like contact paper and sticking them down because I didn't have sticky tape on me. But yeah, so then I went ahead and drew the like statue goddess Hylia, whoever the hell. I referenced one that had like a like apron on, and I also gave us some like flowers and stuff, kind of similar to the one that's at Rito Village. I love Rito Village and I love Doritos, but to be honest I kind of hate the kids. They really annoy me. They're ugly. And look, Tulin, best sage, but my god, he annoys me. I hate his voice. I'm contemplating changing like the voicing to like the Japanese just because I hate Zelda's voice, and I hate Tulin's voice. They annoy me so much, and I know that the Japanese voice is going to sound so much cuter. Anyways, for this page was really simple. I just need to fill out that space and maybe add like a border or something. So I was just looking around for a reference, and then finally came across one. Isopods. I hate pill bugs, slaters, butchie boys, whatever you call them. But I do love like giant isopods and stuff. I think because they're so big they don't disgust me anymore, because I'm really not a fan of bugs and stuff. Even though I love nature, I don't like creepy crawlies. Hello. So as you can see, all my henna has come off because it has actually been so long. I was intending to come back to this like a day or two after to finish those sketches that I was procrastinating doing, but I didn't. It's been 2 weeks, so shit. Anyway, voiceover Julia back to do these sketches. You may recognize this from that video where it was like real time. No talking, no commentary, none of that, just music. But yeah, because I just felt it was something nice to post, because I kind of been wanting to do more like real time stuff, and hell no, I am not recording voiceover or talking during like a 1 hour drawing session. Thank you. I mean, that one was only half an hour though, since these are just sketches. But yeah, I just used this footage, so you're just seeing this again sped up. But yeah, I just thought it'd be something nice, and since I kind of have, again, been procrastinating, recording voiceovers, so I was like, shit, I probably need to get something out. So I did. So yeah, I hope you guys like that video. It's very different, since I like to think that some of the appeal comes from my crusty ass voiceovers. But you know, my commentary is an accessory. But yeah, so I was just doing like a cute little fairy girl, because I love fairies. I've always loved fairies. I think they're so cute. She's holding a little like bouquet of mushrooms. But yeah, and she's like really cute. I gave her kind of like because I was using reference, and I thought like butterfly rings are like super cute, so like I definitely went with that because I mean, like, adorable. I think I kind of really loved it. They look a bit more like mothy, to be honest, but that probably is just because I'm doing it in grey lead, so there's not really any colour. So yeah, it was a pretty simple sketch, to be honest, because nothing is really showing and the dress is so shapeless, so like my horrible anatomy is being hidden by that. But you know what, overcome. When you want something to look nice and it's not like a study, overcome, avoid it. Anyways, I found this pic of Link in-game holding like one of those explosive barrels over a cooking pot, and it had like the option to cook. I'm sure it's an edit. If not, that's hilarious. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's an edit. But yeah, so I felt like drawing that. It's something simple. I really like drawing these little like derpy little faces and stuff and giving them no nose. So it looks a little bit more like a lonk to me than a link. But yeah, I thought it was cute, and it'd fit on this conveniently long and slender piece of paper that I didn't know what to do with otherwise, and it fit like the space that I had in the like collage of like notes and stuff. So yeah, I have so many ideas that I want to draw from like Tears of the Kingdom and stuff, but like I really want to do them like digitally, just because I feel like it'd be a hell of a lot more easy. But there'd also be really nice like watercolor artworks, I guess, but I kind of can't be arsed. Putting in the time and effort to do that, kind of not my style. Anyways, on this last piece of paper, which is the same paper I'm using that I drew the fairy girl on, I'm drawing a cat that is literally loafing. I love watching like cat loaf videos, and then they unloaf to give their owner like little kisses. But yeah, so I do like actual red cat because I think it's cute. It's cute. But yeah, so here you can see me like cutting them out. I usually leave them as flaps, but foolishly I didn't leave enough room on the girl for it to be like a flap. And I'm also adding some fake notes just to fill in space because it looked so barren because I'd used all my notes on that other spread. And they were more like detailed notes and stuff. So yeah, these were just kind of like reminders and all that crap, you know? But yeah, I also put down one of my predictions for Tears of the Kingdom. If you can read it, if you read it. If you don't want like spoilers or anything, don't. I have no idea if it's correct, but it's on that bottom like blue one towards the bottom of the sketchbook. Just because, you know, if you've completed the Dragon Tears quest, I think it's a pretty reasonable guess to make. So yeah. Now that I've completed those abandoned sketchbooks, this sketchbook is actually done. Well, in actuality, it isn't, because foolishly, I still have one more page left. And do you want to know what page that is? Yeah, it is literally the first page I still have not completed. So expect that being the next video, where I complete the first page of my sketchbook last. Thank you for watching this. Yeah, comment below if you like, yeah, just, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye! Bye! I don't know how to do this with the tripod. Bye!